In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this really cool presentation where you go from a nice opening image towards a slide with a lot of content and sliding effects behind the car. Click again for a nice transition to a content slide where you can add your own text and information. Moving on to the third one where we zoom into the car and get some extra additional information, and eventually closing down with a nice logo on the slide. Now, if you want to speed up your process of making presentations, I have made a ton of templates which are available for download via the link in the description below, and they will save you a lot of time and effort in your next project. In this tutorial, I've split up into 4 parts. First, we have the opening slide, then we move on to the content slide. Next, we have the zoom effect, and eventually we have the outro of the presentation. Let's start with the first part, which is the opening slide of the presentation. And for this presentation, we're also starting from a blank slide. Now, first we want to get the images. So we jump into the website called Unsplash, and here we can find a lot of images. Let's, for example, look for a Porsche GT3 RS, see what we can find. This gives us a lot of images. We are looking for a landscape images. So select the landscape filter and then scroll down and see what we can find. Ideally, we're looking for a nice clean image, and I think this one will be perfect. So I'm going to download it and choose the large option. I link it in the description below so you can follow along if you want. Let's jump back into PowerPoint, and here we want to drag in the picture on the slide. We're going to increase it to full size, and now we want to get the car alone. So we want to remove the background on one layer. So you can either Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V to create a duplicate. Let's close this for now. You can go to picture format and choose remove background. This way you can highlight everything that you want on the car and remove everything else. But in general, I don't really like this background remover because the edges are very choppy and not very professional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into Canva and I'm going to drop in the picture here as well. You can use any background remover online, that is also possible. Let's expand it to the full screen. I'm using the same dimension, so width 1920 by height 1080, so that it easily matches up with one another. Here I'm going to use the background remover tool and remove the background of the picture. Now we're going to share, download, select PNG format because we want a transparent background. So we're going to check transparent background and then download. By the way, if you're interested in Canva tutorials, I also have a Canva channel, so make sure to check it out if you sometimes use Canva. Now, once it's downloaded, we jump back into PowerPoint, and here we drag in the transparent background. You can see that it's a bit smaller, so we just increase the size and the ratio will match perfectly. You can also see it on the guidelines here in the corner once it matches perfectly. This way we have a separate car on top of the original image. What I like to do is I like to crop the image just a little bit once it's positioned fine to around halfway, or like halfway this part here, so that we can easily select the background image, and if we want to select the car, we can select it easily as well, so we don't have the overlapping images. Now let's start the design work, and for that I'm selecting the background image, right click, crop, and we're going to adjust the crop marks until they meet about halfway the slide. This way the car kind of overlaps and jumps out of the picture, and that already on its own gives quite a cool effect. Now we want to right click the background, and we're going to change the colors, and we're going to choose gradient fill. Now we want to change the colors so they match the picture. So we're going to, let's delete 1 or 2 stops. For the darkest point, we're going to use the color picker, so more options, color picker, and we're going to select one of the dark gray blue tones from the picture here. For the light tones, let's grab something from the sky. So we're going to use the color picker and then grab that light blue gray tint from the sky. Now let's go for a radial fill, and we want to have the light in the center. And now let's add a few more stops. So I'm going to go to color picker and then maybe select one of the lighter versions here. And here I can see the light is way too much, so I'm going to remove that one. I'm going to keep the lightest version or the middle version here and drag that to the left. The right one, we're going to make sure that it's a bit towards the middle, so we have the nice rounded corner in the dark. And then that small left highlight here, we want to position it so it sort of highlights the car, and I think that gives a cool effect. So that is the background of the image. Now we can see that the car here it looks a bit unrealistic, so we don't have a shadow on that page. So what we can do is select the image, go to Shadow, Presets, and then use a drop shadow. We can increase the distance so that if we look here at the border, it will sort of match, and then increase the blur a bit. And then you can play around with the transparency. You can do it all the way. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm going to go somewhere halfway, and then 1 or 2 ticks extra for the distance, because it's also dropping a shadow here on the road, so we don't want to overdo it. We want to do it in a more subtle way. So I think like this, it will be fine. Now we're going to add some text elements to the slide. So for that, we go to text box and drag a text box on the screen. Here we want to type in the word Porsche or your title, make it white. And for the font in this presentation, let's use Avenir Next. Let's go for a bold title and then increase it in size, and let's center it in the middle. This is quite harsh, so I'm going to format shape, text options, and put some transparency on the text. I think if we put it more subtle, like 75%, it's easier on the eye and it's not that in your face. Now let's add some more text boxes to the page with some dummy text. So here let's type in lorem ipsum, dollar, align to the right, make it white, and also here Avenir Next, and we use a bold. I think demi-bold will look good here. One more text box for some content, and here I'm going to paste in some dummy text. Also this one align to the right, and make it a bit smaller. I think font size 12 will be good. And then let's position everything nicely. Make sure that the text boxes align. And if the center of attention is on the left side of the slide, I kind of like to align these things to the right side, so it gives a cool balance on the slide, and it sort of directs the attention to the picture. I'm going to select both and hold Ctrl Shift and drag to create a copy. This is an easy shortcut if you want to copy some text boxes on the slide. Maybe as a little bit of an extra, I'm going to center here the model name of the car, which is the GT3 RS. And if we do that in a lighter font, I think that will look nice. Because here on the car, we can see it's some sort of like handwritten font. If we can find something that matches it, I think that will look good. So let's go to fonts and look for a handwritten font. So here I think we can use that Bradley hand font. It's not exactly the same, but it sort of looks alike. And let's place it, maybe increase it by 2 points, and then place it on the title. Title, I think we can go one larger. There we go. Maybe one more. It's quite important anyways. And then the text, let's also align that with the title here. And then we can just place everything nicely in the middle, and that gives quite a balanced slide. Now here the left part, we have the visual in the center, but here at the bottom I think we can do something else. So let's copy those 2 text boxes, remove some of the content, and put some smaller things in. Let's say 3.2 seconds. This is the information we got from the website. And let's call this 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. Change the size of the text boxes so everything looks nice and aligned. Centered in the middle. Place to the left. Maybe put everything just a bit larger. And then hold Ctrl Shift again to copy. And then here we can type in the top speed, 296 kilometers per hour. Increase that. And this we call top speed. Select both text boxes and place them in the center of this part here at the bottom or the left side of the slide. So this is already the first slide, which looks quite nice. Let's see how we can animate this slide. And for that, we're going to create a duplicate. So right click, duplicate slide. And now we want to work on the first version. We're going to hold the Control key. I'm going to close this. We're going to hold the Control key and scroll backwards, or use this toggle here at the bottom to zoom out just a little bit. The 2 text boxes on the left, we're going to drag them down. Hold the Shift key so you move them in straight lines. And this one, I'm going to spread it out a bit further. Do the same with the text on the right. So position it to the right. And then the text boxes individually, I'm also going to drag them and space them out a bit further. That way, if we apply the morph transition, it will fly in nicely. Now we select the image. So if you want to select that image, you can easily drag around. Make sure you only have the image selected. Right click, crop. And now adjust the crop mark to the full screen. In this way, if we now apply the morph transition to the second slide, so transitions, morph, we can see that everything slides in nicely. Let's already preview that on full screen. So this is now the opening slide. And as soon as we click, we have the banner slide in behind the car with the content, which is a pretty cool effect. Now we can even do one more thing, and that is increasing the size of the image. So I'm going to increase the size of the car, but that also means I need to increase the size of the background picture. So I'm going to select the image, hold Shift and deselect the points here because we don't need those. Hold Shift again, and then click the car. So we have both of those elements selected only. Hold Control Shift and then scale it just slightly. Now, if you want to clean up the slide a bit, you can again select that picture, deselect the components, right click, crop, and adjust the crop marks to the corner of the slide. That is also perfectly possible. That way you have a clean slide, and then position the car nicely in the center of the slide so that there's no visible cue. And let's preview that as well. And now if we click on the first slide, we can see that it zooms out even more, and the picture in the car, they zoom out a bit on the slide. So if you want to do that, you can do it. I'm going to put it back to the original because I don't want to overcomplicate the page, but that's just an extra I wanted to show you. And that brings us to the second slide of this presentation, which is the content slide. Let's start from a blank slide, right click, format background, and we're going to use this darkest fill. And for that, we have selected the radial fill and on the first slide or the second slide, and we've modified that towards the left. So we have one space here, the border, which is completely the darkest fill. And that way, if we now continue with a completely filled solid background in that same color, it will nicely transition with the push transition. So what we're going to do here is look for a nice picture and jump back into Unsplash, because very often when you have selected one image and you scroll down, you can see the variants of that image. So I think here we can look for a pretty cool second image. Let's take this one. It's the same car, same photographer, so it will have the same look and feel. Download the large one and jump back into PowerPoint. And also here we can just drag it on the slide and then position it towards the right. I'm going to right click, crop, and adjust the crop mark so it fills half of the slide. And then change the picture and modify it a bit so that it nicely fits in the middle. I'm going to copy some of the text elements that we've created here and paste them on the second slide, but then we want to paste that to the right. The text boxes here, you can hold Shift and select them all, align to the left, arrange, align, and align to left as well, so the text boxes all align nicely. Let's again put it nicely in line with the title, and that gives us quite a nice content slide to work with. So it doesn't always have to be very difficult, and you don't have to regenerate everything. You can use a lot of elements. Now let's look for the transition on this one. Select the slide, go to transitions, push, and this looks a bit odd, not too bad, but a bit odd. And we're going to change it to from right. Increase the duration to 2 seconds. And now let's preview that part. So we start from this page. And here we can see that on the right, we have that dark border. And as soon as we click, we have a seamless transition towards the next slide. And that is what we want to create. Again, this could be any type of content slide that you need in your presentation. Now that brings us to the third slide, which is the zoom effect. And for that, we're going to duplicate again. Hold Control, scroll backwards. And this text, I'm going to drag it towards the side. The text boxes individually, again, I'm going to spread them out a bit further so we have that same morph effect applying and everything flies at a different speed. For the picture, we're going to right click, crop, adjust the crop marks towards the border of the slide so we have a full 16:9 fill. But you can see that the image is in a landscape mode. So for that, we hold Control, zoom out a bit, and then scale the image upwards and position the car in the center. That's the benefit if you're working with high quality visuals, you can zoom in quite a bit. So that is always good to work with. Now let's go to the Insert tab, Shapes, and add a rectangle to about half the slide. Now here we want to add a gradient fill. It is currently a radial fill. We don't want that. We want a linear fill. And we want to select the lightest part on top. Remove the outline so it's a clear fill. And now we're going to add one stop in between. The top stop, we want to put it to full transparency and put it all the way to the left. The middle one, we want to add a little bit of transparency, maybe 20 or 25%. And then the right one, we want to drag it somewhere halfway. This way, if we increase or decrease the height of that gradient bar, we can still see the picture in the background, but it gives us a solid area to put some text on the screen. And for that, I'm going to copy the text boxes. Again, here we can save a lot of work, so copy and paste them on the slide. Because we use the morph and I'm using dummy text, I'm going to change the content just a little bit so that the morph doesn't mess up. But if you work with real life content, that won't happen. Hold Ctrl Shift and create a copy, maybe one in the middle. Hold Ctrl Shift once more and one to the right. So then we have 3 points where we can explain something about the car. Now let's see how this works with the transition. So we select the image, go to transitions, and then click morph. Again, here we want to increase to 2 seconds, so that's good. And I see that we've forgotten to copy these text boxes as well as the slide to the previous slide. So we want to go to the previous slide, paste them on, and drag them towards the bottom. Again here, space it a little bit so everything looks nice and smooth. Now let's preview that on full screen. And as soon as you now click on the slide, the content will fly to the left, zoom in on the car, and then from the bottom we'll get new content, which is a pretty cool animation. And that brings us to the last part, which is the closing slide of this presentation. And for that, I'm going to add the new slide. So go to Home, New Slide, Blank. And also here we want to go for a solid fill of the darkest color. And because on the previous slide we have that solid fill here with the gradient, format shape, we put it a bit towards the edge, we will have a clean transition. If you put it all the way like this, the border is very thin of that full fill, so it will look a bit weird. So I always try to nudge it over a bit towards the middle. Then for this, let's add some closing slide. So copy the content from the first slide, the model of the car, place it in the center. And let's also add a logo. So let's add the brand logo to the page. Then select the last slide, transitions, push, and this can go from bottom. Let's now only adjust the seconds to 2 seconds. And then let's preview the entire thing from the beginning. So in today's presentation, we've seen how we can start from a nice visual, and as soon as you click, some slides and content fly in to really give a dynamic and almost 3D effect to your slides. Now, as soon as you click again, it will use the push transition to go towards the next slide, again with content and different pictures. Moving on to the next slide, we will again use that morph transition to zoom into a part of the image and really highlight that car with some text. And eventually we will link it with a push transition again to a closing slide of the brand. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to learn more about PowerPoint, make sure to drop a follow and watch the video on the screen right now.